In the fall of 2025, we lost Charlie Kirk. He was 31 years old. He was in the middle of a sentence. He was, as always, completely prepared for an argument and entirely unprepared for silence. This episode is the conversation we think he would have wanted. We gave him the guest he never got to book. We think he would have loved it. We think he would have argued with us about that. We're okay with both. This is the Unlikely Podcast, episode 112, the conversation he never got to have.
All right. Before we start, I just want to say for the record that my producer has completely lost his mind. I had a similar conversation with mine in 1960. They wanted me to wear more makeup for the Nixon debate. I told them I'd rather lose. Did you wear the makeup? I won the debate, didn't I? Okay. Mr. President, welcome to the show. You've been gone 62 years. You've now seen smartphones, social media, a global pandemic, and the United States Congress in the year 2025. On a scale of 1 to 10, how concerned are you? 11. But I was concerned in 1963 as well. So I may simply be a pessimist with good hair.
Let's get into it. China is rising. The dollar is weakening. Our universities are producing graduates who apologize for existing in the West. And the national debt just crossed $36 trillion. You look at all of that and tell me I'm wrong to be angry. You're not wrong to be angry. You're wrong to stop there. Anger is an excellent starting pistol. It is a terrible finish line. Easy philosophy from a man who had a functioning press corps and a public that still trusted institutions. The press corps called my father a criminal and questioned whether a Catholic could be trusted with the nuclear codes. Trust, Kirk, has never been given freely. It has always been built under protest. Fair point. But the scale is different now. When you debated Nixon, 3 networks controlled the conversation. Today, everyone has a microphone. Yes. And somehow, less conversation. That's annoyingly good. Did someone write that for you? Socrates insists on editing. I keep telling him he needs a TikTok account. He's resistant. Here's what I genuinely don't understand. Why did people believe back then? Not naively. I mean, genuinely. Today, everyone is cynical. Left, right, center. Everyone thinks the game is rigged. Because we expected America to be imperfect and chose to improve it anyway. Today, people demand perfection and conclude, when they don't find it, that the whole project is a fraud. You think we're spoiled? No. I think you're frightened. There is a real difference. A spoiled nation complains loudly. A frightened nation shouts constantly. My generation inherited problems we didn't create. The debt, the distrust, the institutional collapse. We opened the hood and found the engine missing. Every generation believes history handed them the worst possible deck. Mine received the shadow of nuclear annihilation. Yours received people dancing while reviewing kitchen appliances. Okay. That was legitimately funny. I intended it to be. But I also mean this. The dancing and the appliances are not your problem. Your problem is that you've let the algorithm convince you that reaction is the same thing as action. It isn't. Not even close.
Can I ask you something directly?
Go ahead.
You are gifted. You are fast. You are genuinely, dangerously smart. Every morning you walk onto a stage and you win. My question is, what are you building?
I'm building an audience that...
Not an audience. What are you building? What exists because you were here that wouldn't exist without you? This is unusual.
A generation of Americans who know what they believe, who can't be gaslit, who ask harder questions. Good. That's a foundation. What goes on top of it? You do that thing where you answer with a harder question. I learned it from someone. He never finished building either. I always regretted that. The lightness doesn't leave the room exactly, but it makes space for something heavier. You think I'm too focused on the fight and not enough on what comes after? I think you're brilliant at the fight. I think the fight is real. I think the people who only fight rarely get to see the thing they were fighting for.
All right, I'll give you this one. You're right that I spend more time telling people what to be against than what to be for.
That's the most important sentence you've said today.
Don't get used to it. I have a brand to protect. So did I. Camelot was essentially a marketing campaign with better tailoring. See, that's the JFK I wanted on the show, not the bronze statue. The guy who knew exactly what he was doing and did it anyway. The bronze statue was useful. It doesn't talk back. Mine will. I've already arranged it. Last question. If you were 28 today, would you run for office? No. Really? First, I'd spend 2 years convincing Americans they still have a future worth arguing about. And after that, then I'd run. That might be the first political answer that's made sense to me in 5 years. Don't tell anyone. It'll ruin both our reputations.
Mr. President, off the record, what do you actually think of Twitter? I spent 13 days preventing nuclear exchange with the Soviet Union. Twitter appears significantly less stable.
Charlie Kirk never got to have this conversation. He was 31 years old, and he had more arguments left in him than most people have thoughts. He would have hated this tribute. He would have said he didn't need one. He was wrong about that. He was wrong about that one. He was right about almost everything else he cared about, especially this, that the argument is worth having, that showing up matters, that America is worth fighting for out loud. Keep going until you can't, Charlie.